The man surrendered to detectives this morning after a tense police operation lasting almost 24 hours. At 10 a.m. yesterday, the man armed himself with a machete and another sword-like bladed weapon. Heavily armed tactical police formed a perimeter around the property into the night. For 3 months, Wagga detectives have been investigating the disappearance of 27-year-old Alicia Boyd. A 19-year-old man emerges, hands in the air. 3 officers handcuff him and he is escorted to the back of the paddy wagon. Witnesses say they were bluntly told by officers to avoid the area as there was a risk of being shot. It's all about timing and teamwork. These correctional officers need to have a commanding presence and be good communicators. A torched child's doll, a melted pram, a family left devastated by the gutless acts of arsonists who set fire to 2 family cars parked less than 2 metres from a home. Not everyone gets to spend Easter at home, so we thought we'd bring some Easter cheer to the kids here in the children's ward and give out some cheeky chocolates, if the nurses let us.
The verdict was delivered in the Supreme Court this afternoon. Reporter Sarah Navin was there. Sarah, what was the reaction from family?
Kenny, James's family was overcome with emotion as the verdict was delivered after more than 3 hours of deliberations. There was instant relief and tears in the courtroom as Bryce Cliff bowed his head in the dock.
There's no excuse for the brutal murder of an innocent child.
Striding into voting day, the Premier had a spring in her step, but under the surface...
It's a struggle. Thank you.
Her Liberal candidate trying to stay upbeat.
Confident?
Yeah, yep. Julia Ham floated between polling centres to drum up last-minute support, hoping voters would stay loyal to the Liberals despite feelings of uncertainty and betrayal in recent weeks. Locals can see familiar faces and places across the city on the silver screen. A cold-blooded killer led away.
For the murder of Stephanie Scott, you are sentenced to imprisonment for life.
Stephanie's family remained dignified throughout the court proceedings, her fiancé Aaron Leeson-Woolley fighting back tears. As Justice Hume sentenced Stanford to life behind bars, a collective yes echoed across the courtroom. Crumpled cars and chaos at a Tolland intersection. This white Toyota Hilux utility T-boned a Commodore. Housley fled on foot and was chased by police before being arrested not far from the scene. He then denied being the driver. The flight simulator gives training pilots a real feel for different conditions. They can navigate through storms, freak weather incidents and mechanical failures, all from the safety of the ground.